Hello everyone, I'm the author of the book, The Discovery of the Secret Gospel of the Rich and Powerful, the Gospel of Saint Avarice. Now if you've been following us in our videos, you know that this book, this gospel, answers the question, when our politicians and business leaders who proudly proclaim their Christianity and then intentionally lie, espouse hate, encourage violence, seek revenge, exhibit intolerance, just what gospel and from just what Jesus are they getting their inspiration? They say they're Christians. Well, in the Gospel of Saint Avarice, we see a much different Jesus than in the common Gospels. When I was growing up, I was taught that Jesus was a kind man who reached out. He was a man of forgiveness, a man of mercy, Son of God. Now in this book, his thoughts and actions are very different. For instance, today's video is going to be Jesus and the importance of being white. Now, as a former liberal, until I was introduced to this gospel and saw the light, I would have thought that race was not important. I was taught that we are all God's children. But then some of my born-again friends directed me to a few evangelical sites where they prove that if you're not a Christian, you are not God's child. Well, let's go back to our country. I believe that in this country, we are all equal. We are equal under God. There is liberty and justice for all, especially if you're white. I would not say that Jesus supported systemic racism, but he knew the importance of being white. And Jesus said to his disciples, all those who love God and praise him will be welcome in the eternal kingdom. Philip questioned him immediately, Lord, did you really mean all people? I thought we Jews were the chosen people of God. I mean, if anyone can get into the kingdom, that is not very exclusive. Thank you for correcting me, Philip. While I say all people, there are exceptions to the rule. First, I haven't made up my mind about our Jewish people still being chosen, as we will have a new group, and they will take precedence. That's the trickiest one, as even if we give ourselves a new name, we're still Jewish. People of color might get in, but they are considered not equal to white people. They will serve white people like us. They will help us achieve an easier life so that we have the time to do the things to get us to heaven. Philip says, Lord, white people like us, we aren't white. Well, of course we are, said Jesus. Not really. Well, maybe it isn't important to you, but it is to me, Jesus said adamantly. Matthew, make a note to tell the other guys writing my Gospels that you need to mention I am white. Matthew nodded, but shook his head questioningly. I'm not sure, Lord, why that's important. Matthew, if you lived 2,000 years from now, you would understand it perfectly. So there you have Jesus. I don't think he's talking about systemic racism, but he most certainly understood the importance of being white. I don't know why he didn't say why. Now, I thought that maybe not everyone was treated the same in our justice system when I was a liberal and I lived in that darkness. I believed that not all citizens had equal rights and opportunities. But it has become apparent to me that as a true American and a Christian and a patriot, it is obvious that we are all equal under God. If you believe in God and Jesus, then you are equal. Now, if you don't believe in God or Jesus, and you make that choice, or you choose not to follow the teachings, or you choose to be gay, or you belong to another religion, then you're deciding that it's not important for you to have equal rights. The other day, I was listening to a Catholic station, and the host was discussing with the guests the ludicrousness of claiming that our country was still riddled with systemic racism. I couldn't agree with him more. Remember what I said before? Our country was founded on the principle of liberty and justice for all, period. I'm not sure why it was and is necessary for all this talk about civil rights. We all have our rights. Sure, in this gospel, Jesus said it was important that people consider him white, but he did not say that it was not important to be white. I suppose the next thing these liberals, all my old friends in the middle of their attempt to take Christ out of Christmas, will say that Santa isn't white. Really? So we've come to the end of this video. So until next time, God bless you.